As social media continues to consume our lives, how does this affect our ability to connect with each other? One study set out to argue that certain image-based platforms, like Instagram and Snapchat, may actually be helping us feel less lonely in this new world of interconnectivity. There are countless of studies that have examined the relationship between psychological well-being and social media, but as of now, the facts remain unclear and inconclusive. Some suggest that social media can benefit our lives, while others say that the negative consequences outweigh the benefits. In their book, The Lonely American, Olds and Schwartz argue that Americans in the 21st century are experiencing loneliness at much higher rates than any previous generation, even with all the interconnectivity that social media affords us. In 2015, Time magazine published an article titled, "Why Loneliness May Be the Next Big Public Health Issue," where they argued that loneliness may become the next universal health crisis next to substance abuse and obesity. But in 2006, Matthew Pittman and Brandon Reich proposed that using image-based platforms, in other words Instagram and Snapchat, might actually help us to feel less lonely compared to text-based platforms such as Twitter and Yik Yak. Pittman and Reich built the foundation for their study using a well-known and established theoretical framework, known as the uses and gratifications approach. The theory proposes that we actively choose our social media platforms, and we choose specific ones to cater to certain needs. The goal here was to study which platform would fare better in alleviating feelings of loneliness. So which is better at making us feel more interconnected with people? Image-based or text-based platforms? And which one best affects our perceptions of genuine social presence and immediacy? Or in other words, which one best simulates real-world interactions? Using what is known as the main model, it explains that we trust pictures and videos more so than text and words. For example, someone you know posts about a recent vacation trip they took. They might decide to post about their trip in the form of a tweet, or they could post a picture or video of themselves on the actual vacation. The picture or video is likely to feel more intimate and immediate to you. This is because we instantly feel more connected to images because they are sensory specific, meaning that they are directly linked to the visual modality portion of our brains, which helps us paint a much clearer and intimate picture of where that person went on to vacation than just words alone. To measure this phenomenon, Pittman and Reich gathered surveys from 253 undergraduate students. The survey contained questions that measured loneliness, happiness, and satisfaction with life. The participants were first asked what social media platforms they used and how frequently they used them. Then they were asked specific questions regarding loneliness, satisfaction with life, and happiness. For example, they were asked to rate on a scale of 1 to 7 how satisfied they were with life. Lastly, they were asked a series of questions regarding their attitudes towards each platform they use. Here, they were asked to rate on a scale of 1 to 7 whether they agreed with statements like, "I feel out of touch when I haven't logged onto Instagram for a while." The data showed what the researchers had hoped for, that image-based platforms like Instagram and Snapchat would significantly decrease a user's feeling of loneliness. And they also found that participants' level of happiness and satisfaction with life increased as a result. We can confidently say that images, at the moment, are the most powerful and immediate forms for getting our thoughts and feelings through to others. While text-based platforms like Twitter or Yik Yak can increase our interpersonal connection with others, it does not have as strong of an effect in decreasing loneliness like Instagram or Snapchat does. But the researchers left us questions that need to be answered, and here's where you come in. First, would we see the same results if we applied them to other age groups, like adolescents or older adults? This study only focused on young undergraduate adults, so we can't overgeneralize these findings to other groups. Second, at what point do we say that spending X amount of time is too much, and actually counterproductive? At some point, it can't entirely replace real physical interaction with others. And lastly, how do our unique individual traits affect the ability to reduce our loneliness through our use of image-based platforms? Maybe those of us who are more extroverted require less time on these platforms. Or if we're more introverted, we require more time. We're more interested in what you have to say about this research and topic, so let us know what you think in the comments below. If you think other age groups would be more affected, what point you think is too much social media, or how being introverted or extroverted affects this, and let's get a discussion going. Thanks for watching.